Day 20 Word of God, Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 13. Then shall the virgin rejoice in the dance, and the young men and the old, together. For I will turn their mourning to joy, will comfort them, and make them rejoice rather than sorrow. Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 13 paints a vivid picture of God's transformative power, promising to turn mourning into joy and sorrow into rejoicing. Psalm chapter 30 verse 11 echoes this sentiment, declaring, "You turned my wailing into dancing. You removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy." This verse encapsulates the essence of God's redemptive work, where He brings beauty from ashes and turns our sorrow into gladness. As we face trials and tribulations, may we hold fast to the promise of Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 13, trusting in God's ability to bring joy out of our mourning. The assurance of divine comfort in Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 13 reassures believers of God's compassionate care and concern for their well-being. Psalm chapter 23 verse 4 offers solace, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." This verse reminds us that God is our ever-present comforter, guiding us through the valleys of life and comforting us with His reassuring presence. As we navigate seasons of mourning, may we find solace in God's abiding comfort and peace. Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 13 inspires believers to rejoice in God's restoration, where He replaces sorrow with joy and mourning with dancing. Psalm chapter 126 verse 5-6 captures this sentiment, "Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Those who go out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with them." This verse reminds us that God is faithful to bring about a harvest of joy and gladness in our lives, even amidst our tears and sorrows. As we trust in His promises, may we rejoice in anticipation of the abundant blessings He has in store. The message of Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 13 holds practical implications for our daily lives as believers. It challenges us to trust in God's transformative power to turn our mourning into joy and our sorrow into rejoicing. As we face challenges and hardships, may we cling to the promise of God's comfort and restoration, knowing that He is able to bring beauty from our brokenness. Let us cultivate a spirit of gratitude and praise, rejoicing in God's faithfulness and provision in every season of life. Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 13 serves as an encouragement for our journey of faith and perseverance. It reminds us that no matter how dark our circumstances may seem, God is able to bring light and joy into our lives. As we entrust our sorrows and burdens to Him, may we experience the transforming power of His love and rejoice in His restorative work. Let us dance with joy and praise, knowing that God is faithful to fulfill His promises and turn our mourning into dancing. God bless you and give you grace after grace.